Guys, what is up? Unsportsmanlike conduct here with Gab and Bree for another week of NFL talk. And yeah, let's get right into it.
Sorry we were gone last week.
We were down bad.
Somebody was sick and still not feeling great, but we are rolling. So, yeah, let's go. There's a lot to talk about. This weekend kind of sucked. Can we just talk about that? Can we start there? Can we talk about how the super wild card weekend
wasn't very super?
No, it was not. The new format, the extra teams, there's no reason why either the Steelers or the Eagles needed to be in these playoffs.
Yeah, like that was just terrible. I did not need to watch either of that. I didn't need to watch that. Big Ben didn't want to be there. He straight up said before the game even started, I don't think he was being sarcastic. I do not think he was being sarcastic. He 100% meant that when he said, you know what, guys, I don't really want to be there. We're not very good. We're going to get our asses kicked, but we're going to have fun.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of people like saying that,
that's just how he is.
He's joking around. He's just being sarcastic. Like, I genuinely don't.
Nothing about it was funny. Like, I get it.
I think he was admitting defeat before it actually happened.
Oh, my God, right?
He knew that they weren't going to stand a chance against the Chiefs. And, I mean, he was right. If he was actually being 100% serious, he was totally right. But
I think he wasn't like, he's not being like 100% serious, but I don't think that it was sarcastic in any means. Because if you're going to be sarcastic, you got to let out a little chuckle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got to maybe like 2 lines and not like a whole funeral before you even started.
Yeah.
You see that Najee shared it on his story? He was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So you knew before that game even started it was already over.
Yeah, and and then the game itself, like, you had Travis Kelce throwing touchdowns, like, you had linemen scoring. It just was.
Yeah, you had Tyreek Hill on the sideline with the cheerleaders pom-poms celebrating. Backflips.
The first quarter when really neither team could figure it out. It was just like a clusterfuck.
That was bad.
It was bad, but at least it was a little bit competitive in that like first 15 minutes. After the fact, the Chiefs just ran away with that. It was brutal to watch.
Yeah, like even with the TJ Watt touchdown, I'm like, there's no way that this is nothing. Nothing about this is gonna be good.
Didn't feel great about the entire thing, but I don't think anybody was really surprised at the outcome of that game.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was.
Like, I feel like that out of every game this past weekend, that seemed like the biggest lock, the most definite, like, yeah, there's no shot that there's going to be an upset in this game.
Yeah, and even like you literally said, we wasted the Chargers. We wasted the Chargers to watch the Steelers.
Yeah.
At least they probably could have scored like 25.
Before
garbage time.
The thing is, the matchups would have been a little different, so I think it would have been. I want to say
the Raiders. It would have been it would be the Raiders, but still, like the Chargers.
That would be more competitive.
Yeah.
And then Chargers Bengals would be freaking electric. I guess it would have been Chargers Bills. Even still.
Everything would have been better.
That would have been my ideal scenarios.
The Patriots would have beat the Bengals. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know.
They would have beat the Bengals.
The way that defense played the other night, though, I don't think they would
have been able to. No, it was 5 degrees outside.
Yeah, but ever since the bye, like, we're going to obviously get a little bit more into that game, but like ever since the bye, they just seem so checked out and like not the same team that started the year and kind of
like it was
built
like
it up
like the Cardinals.
Yeah,
like the Cardinals.
Yeah, last night was bad too. The Cardinals looked like such frauds last night.
And I've been like, I didn't want to say it because I just don't want people to be mad at me, but I just didn't think the Cardinals were gonna do it, and they didn't.
I hoped so. Like I wanted them to. just because I like Kingsbury. I mean, that's no secret. I like Cliff Kingsbury a lot. And I just thought like that they were the best team for the really the first full half of the season. I would say maybe even 3/4 of
Right,
the
like they were
season.
crushing everybody.
And then that we went to one game, and ever since then,
It's been downhill.
ever since then, it's been downhill. And I know they lost, DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce. JJ Watt was hurt for pretty much the majority of the season. It's insane to me that he even played last night. They said he basically had reconstructive surgery to his shoulder.
Right, and then he's out there.
And he's out there playing. That's crazy to me. But I mean, that's the type of guy he is. He's a big for the team guy, and if he felt like him returning was going to help the team, like I understand
right
coming back. It's just, I don't understand the aspect of like you're nuts. You're crazy. You had surgery like 2.5, 3 months ago, and now you're back. You're nuts. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed with the Cardinals.
Me too.
I feel to
be fair, like for myself though, I went to a Cardinals game and I watched them win. So I'm not going to put that on myself. I watched them beat the Browns. So I'm not going to put that on me. I was like, it might be, no, I'm not going to put that on you either, but I'm just saying, like, I saw them win big and I saw Odell score a touchdown for your money.
Yep. It's I don't know. The playoff picture now, and we're going to go through, we're not done like recapping, but the playoff picture now with them out, I think it's a little bit more interesting. I think the Rams proved me wrong when I said a couple months ago that I'm not sure these additions are really going to pay dividends like they thought they would. Last night, man.
Hell yeah. Look at Odell.
They did. They really did. Von Miller.
This guy right here.
Von Miller looked great. He looked fast. Odell was throwing like.
I've seen him do that a couple times though. Like I know that he's a great quarterback.
Oh yeah, he's more than capable. He's more than capable of doing it.
40 yards. That's the furthest throw I've seen in a while.
Sometimes you just need to change location.
Right. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery and things work out a little nicer for you. I don't know. But like my thing about Odell right now is that a lot of Browns fans are discrediting what he did yesterday. They're like, oh, it was only 4 receptions. It was only this. Well, he has Cooper Kupp. He has Matt Stafford. I'm like,
okay.
He had a good game. Shut up.
Yeah. Like
you guys didn't want him there. So you should be happy that he's gone. And
exactly.
Right. However, it is a bad look on Baker Mayfield, I will say.
Yeah, well, I mean,
whatever.
I think we all kind of anticipated that happening too. So, what else?
Should we just talk about? You want to just get it out of the way?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Might as well. The Bills absolutely beat the living shit out of the Patriots on Saturday night, and I am here to speak at the funeral. Basically.
I'm really sorry. At least you made it there.
Yeah, I mean, so this is my justification for feeling a little, I'm not going to say okay, but a little less upset than I thought I would be.
Right.
You had a rookie quarterback, first of all.
Right, you did.
A team that nobody saw.
Was going to be there.
Nobody thought that they would make the playoffs. When I gave my record prediction preseason, I said they would go 10-7. That was extreme wishful thinking. That was putting more faith in them than I think a lot of people had. That was being a little bit more of a homer than I think most people would have been at the juncture. I'm disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm disappointed. I think, like I said, after the bye, they just seemed like a completely different team that just was uninterested, couldn't get it together. It seemed like they didn't really know not what was going on, but how to play with each other. There was that one play against the Dolphins where Kyle Van Noy is just jogging right next to Tua. They just seemed complacent. I'm not going to say checked out, but they seemed complacent. They got to that 10-win plateau, and that's just where it
stopped.
So it sucks because they exceeded expectations and they disappointed me all within like a matter of weeks, like at the same time, which is incredibly annoying. And then Saturday night was like against the Bills too.
Right. Like it couldn't have been a different team
too. My God. Like it could have been anybody else. And I would sit here and be like, yeah, like you got punked. Like you looked like shit. You played like shit. They completely did everything better than you. But against the Bills, like I don't want to compliment them. I don't want to compliment them.
It's just the fact that they didn't do anything wrong.
No.
They literally played a perfect football game.
Yeah. Yeah, they really did. They really
disgusting,
did.
Right?
Against Bill Belichick too. Like you're the greatest coach of all time, and you're letting Sean McDermott and the Buffalo Bills do that to you. Letting all these fans get like their heads blown up. Oh, this is what it's gonna be like for the next 20 years. Buckle up. Like, give me a break.
That they had to do it, but like I know it hurts so bad, but you just know, like, if you were in their situation and you did that, you would be, I would be tweeting every single thing. When the Browns won their playoff game, when they didn't even win their playoff game, when they beat the Steelers to go to the playoffs, I tweeted playoffs probably like 30 times, and Twitter kept telling me, you can't do that anymore. You already tweeted that.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I don't. And I tweeted this out because I wanted it to be known that I like this Buffalo Bills team. The way it's constructed, I like how they play football. I think they're very talented. Josh Allen has continued to make me a believer because his first couple years were shit. And I don't care what Bills fans say. Mac Jones' rookie season in comparison to Josh Allen's first 2 seasons, Mac Jones blows him out of the water. Who's the better quarterback right now? Yeah, the guy who's been around a little bit longer. No kidding. That's usually how it works. That's how it's supposed to work. But Josh Allen continues to impress me, continues to make me a believer. Like I said, thought he was just another laughingstock Bills quarterback. And he's really good. I'd put him in the top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah, Josh Allen is that guy. I love Josh Allen.
Diggs, like going off of your tweet the other day, like
dude, I'm pissed at him.
Who in your division would you like want to have from other teams? Give me Diggs every single day, twice on Sundays. Like he's
canceled this week though. He's canceled.
Why? What do you do?
Canceled this week because I had a sign at the game and everybody else was like buying into it. I said, Stephon Diggs, anytime touchdown. They scored 5 fucking touchdowns, and you're telling me not one of those could have been to Stephon Diggs?
Yeah.
Come on, just throw it to him once.
What I mean,
it was funny. It was so funny.
What are you gonna do?
I owe Bills fans an apology though. I really do. So the first time I went there, I had such a fun time. Like every time I've been there, it's been fun. One time was a little, but I did that to myself.
Okay.
And I said that I would put their tailgate second place. I would put their tailgate second place to the Muni Lot. And the Muni Lot is a crazy place, and it is fun, and some crazy shit happens. You never know what's going to happen there. However, the tailgate that I went to before this game was the wildest, most fun thing I've ever been to in my life. Like I was greeted with a washed out ketchup bottle that was filled with Jell-O and Tito's. And they're like, you have to get ketchup Jell-O shots squirted into your mouth before you can go in. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. And then I had seltzers, I had shots, I had beers, they had a DJ, they had pizza, wings. My scarf caught on fire. Someone stomped it out. Like I had so much fun. It was unbelievable.
That sounds awesome.
That I saw there, it was great. Like I had the best experience ever. So I take back what I said. I'm sorry for that. Like their tailgate number 1, like nothing is going to compare with that. It was 6 degrees outside, and that was the most fun I've ever had in my life. So shout out to the Bills for that.
You're still nuts for doing that. If I wasn't like sick last week, I definitely think I would have joined you, but.
Well, I wasn't cold at all. I bought a coat from, I think it's like North Face before I left because I'm like, I need something really good to make it through this. I had like 7 pairs of pants on, 3 hoodies. hand warmers, gloves, Uggs. I was good. I wasn't even cold at all. So
yeah,
the beers were cold though.
I'm glad I didn't go though, because if I sat in the freezing, like actual
and then watch that
freezing cold and watched that shit that happened on Saturday night, I'd be
right.
miserable.
I'd be pissed.
You would have to carry me out of there. I would be actually distraught to the point of like not being able to move.
Okay, question for you. I need to know your opinion on this situation because everybody else's. Everybody else's is probably the same, but I don't know how you feel.
Okay.
The dildo on the field.
Why do they do that?
It was funny.
They do it all the time though, and it's just like at this point it's weird. Like I know it's their thing. I know, like I get it. I get that that's their thing. Like
come on, it's hilarious.
At Detroit Red Wings games, they throw a dead octopus on the ice, and then the catfish at Predators games. Like everybody's got their thing. Why does it need to be a sex toy? How do you get that in? How do you get it in?
How do you get that in? I'll tell you how you get that in.
I don't think security like lets you just bring it in. So do you stick it up your hoo-ha and like just
oh my God.
in?
Have you ever walked into an NFL stadium? They barely check for anything.
They checked my bag once and made me throw.
Yeah, but you're not putting that in your bag. You're putting that in your. Well, listen, when you're walking in there, you got on layers. I could have put that in my hoodie pocket. I could have put that in the hoodie pocket above that, in one of my 3 pairs of pants pocket. Like, honestly, also, I took in like a microphone. I took in my phone charger. I took in like 3 portable chargers. I had a seltzer in my bag.
I took that in.
Didn't know.
I just want to know what Kendrick Bourne actually said here, because if you see like any videos or clips of him, he's always smiling, he's always laughing, and I know that they were down like a shit ton at that point, so I'm sure he wasn't the happiest. But like, I need to know what he said to Ted Karras in this point.
The photo is great.
Way
I'm
he's
sorry.
Pointing, like I need to know. So if we can clip this, KB, what did you say when you saw the dildo on the field?
Oh, please respond.
We all need to know, because I'm sure it was hysterical. I'm sure it was like a what the fuck moment, and like we need to know. So
my next thing I want to know is, how do you get it off the field? Whose job is to pick it up?
The referee literally kicks it off.
Then whose job is it to remove it from there?
No.
You know that thing is covered in turf beads after that.
Oh my. Yeah,
disgusting.
You just gotta hope it's been like washed or something, or is
I don't know.
It
was freezing cold outside. I'm sure all the bacteria is frozen in that thing.
It's just so gross. Like Bills fans, like I don't like you, but I appreciate how hard you guys go.
Right.
Change this.
Do it again. How they call it, the Bildo?
The Bildo, yeah.
Hilarious. That's the best thing I've ever heard of anything in my life.
They're so weird. They're
so funny.
Strange.
Dude, they're so funny.
It's just like, you could throw anything on the field. It could be a beach ball. It could be a Barbie doll. It could be anything. Yeah,
but why not do that? That's the funniest thing to do.
You throw a fake penis. Oh, it's crazy.
At least it didn't hit anybody. Unlike the Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Losers.
And I'm like actually kind of put off with Dak Prescott right now.
Yeah.
I really like him.
Right. I like the practice squad thing. Like, pay for the practice squad players. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. But his comments after the game about when he realized that, or when he was told that the fans were throwing stuff at the refs and not at the Cowboys players, like, maybe learn the rules of the game.
Right.
So you don't end up in a situation like that where you run a QB draw with 14 seconds left, no timeouts, and you have to speed to the line and have the ref set the ball for you, which is the rule.
Right.
I don't know how he didn't know that, how his offensive line didn't know that, how his center didn't know that, how his coordinator or head coach did not know that. Or
they were moving the ball. Is the thing.
There was just too much going on and their brains like didn't function. But like, that's the rule. You can't blame the refs for enforcing the rule. That's how it works. And to say
credit to them for throwing stuff at the refs.
Like, screw off with that. That's because he was all upset, and he was saying how it's super disrespectful for the fans to do that to the players. We all go out there and just try to do our jobs day in, day out, whatever whatever.
Yeah,
else
but then
said.
takes it back for the refs just because you didn't like what happened.
Yeah.
Because you did something wrong.
Because you didn't have any awareness to the rule, the time, the lack of timeouts. That's their fault. That's the refs' fault for just doing their job. You get pissed at them when they don't do their job. This one time they do. Now it's their fault that you lost the game. Also,
and like what Madison just said, it could have been at the players.
Yeah.
Because they were pissed at you.
Yeah. I would be. I know a lot of I've seen a lot of Cowboys fans blame the refs and not grasp the fact that the team messed up. So I'm sure a lot of it was directed at the refs, but I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of fans were throwing at the players too for.
And still terrible.
Yeah, I mean, there's no excuse. It's just, and this has been a thing for the last like year and a half where quarantine ended and we all go back in and like that.
You act like an idiot.
The water bottle at Kyrie and stuff. Like, there's no reason to do this. There's no reason for this.
Throw dildo on field away from everybody. Sure. Throw stuff at players and refs because you're angry. A little too far. A little too far.
Speaking of the Cowboys, though, in that whole situation, at what point does Mike McCarthy get fired for this? Because this, I feel like
he's terrible.
This was the most egregious lack of awareness, time management that not that I've ever seen, but like
it's just up there with things that you could have fixed. Things that shouldn't have happened that did.
Like, you have no timeouts left. Why are you running a quarterback draw with 15 seconds left? Okay.
After you move the ball down the field 3 times.
Yeah.
On the sideline.
Yeah. If you go up and you line up, you clock the ball. Okay, you have 7 seconds left. You're at the 25-yard line. You need to score a touchdown. What are you going to do then? Just chuck it up on a wing and a prayer and hope? Like, I don't know. It's
dumb.
It's just insane to me. It's insane to me. And then now Kellen Moore is getting interviewed for head coaching positions and coordinator positions outside of Dallas. And he had a good year, but like, I would look at this if I was in the market for a new head coach or anybody that was in the realm of Kellen Moore, thinking about interviewing him and stuff, and look at him and be like, okay, explain this, because this isn't what we want to bring into our organization, this giant mess up in a playoff game. You go one and done again. I don't know. The Cowboys, they're so talented too. So it's so disappointing that they can't get out of their own way.
The penalties also? Like, how undisciplined can you be in a playoff game? You're supposed to be America's team, but you let them all down.
It's the Cowboys and the New England Patriots. When it came to those penalties this weekend, it's just like, what are you doing? Like, you're
like, be better than that.
I don't know, but like, it's crazy to me that this team is so talented and like every year it seems. Well, not obviously last year because Dak got hurt and stuff, but
but it's like the Cowboy way.
They have the potential. They have the potential to do it, and they get to that end of the season, and something flips in their brains, and it's just like collapse mode.
They let a terrible quarterback beat them.
Yeah, Jimmy G.
He almost sold that game for them.
Jimmy G really had a really bad end of that game.
He said, "Nope, guys, I don't want to move on. Here you go. Take the ball back. Let's see what you can do." And then they said, "You know what? I'll one-up you right there real quick."
Real bad end of that game. And the way Shanahan jumped on it after the game to say, "Oh, well, he's dealing with a shoulder injury." Like, I want somebody to have my back like that. If I suck so bad that they just know inherently to blame it on an injury so I could like save face a little bit, I want that.
One thing I do want to talk about real quick before we move on from the Cowboys is the fact that Mike McCarthy literally straight up blamed everyone but himself.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And I'm like, you're the one that said okay to do it? He's like, well, it's because we listened to analytics. I'm like, I guarantee the analytics did not tell you to do that. That was probably bottom of the list.
The nerds up in the booth did not sit there with a gun to your head and say, no, QB draw, 14 seconds, no timeouts. You're the head coach. You sign off on this stuff. You have authority to override anything that gets relayed to you as the head coach of a professional football team. That's your job.
And then to throw everybody else under the bus for that. Lame. Boo. Tomatoes. Throwing tomatoes.
I don't
Loser.
like Aaron Rodgers, but like it's stuff like that makes me understand why like they didn't really get along. And
imagine if Aaron Rodgers ran like that. He would walk off the field. If someone called that play, Aaron Rodgers would walk off the field and say, "You know what, you guys have fun. I'm out. I retired. I'm done."
It's just amazing to me. And then Jerry Jones does typical Jerry Jones and say he's never been so disappointed after a game or whatever. Like, I feel like I've heard that so many times. I don't know. It's hysterical. The Cowboys, the Cowboys are America's team because of how much joy they bring non-Cowboys fans across the country when they do shit like this. I don't know. But the 49ers looked good.
They looked so good.
Up until, like I said, that last quarter when Jimmy G just decided to be, Jimmy J, as Mina Kimes calls him, which is hysterical. And going into Green Bay, especially if he's actually injured, that's going to be interesting.
Right, like it's going to be like a toe injury face-off.
Yeah, because if they win, it's going to be like in spite of Jimmy J. It's not going to be because of him.
Right.
Not that I think that they are going to win, but that's that. What other games this week? Bengals, Raiders. The other and only interesting game of the weekend, I would say. The Cowboys game and this game were the only two like exciting ones.
I have something to say about that game, and people might get mad for what I'm going to say, but I mean it. I really do mean it. And I love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is awesome. But he was not one of the best quarterbacks this weekend. He played okay. He didn't do anything crazy, but he did enough to win. Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need.
He did enough. But if they want to beat the Titans, you're going to have to do a little more.
Yeah. I mean, it's safe to say that, like, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes take that spot.
Right.
That's quarterbacks of the weekend, but
also, I have a problem with, I like the Bengals, I do, but there was one thing that made me so mad before they played. Bengals fans, I love you guys, but do not put LeBron and Joe Burrow in the same fucking sentence.
What?
There was hype videos saying Joe Burrow is the best thing that's happened to Ohio since LeBron, and I'm like, don't ever say that again. Don't ever say that again. Also, Northeast Ohio and Cincinnati are not the same place. We are not the same.
Isn't Cincinnati like essentially
like Kentucky?
Yeah.
It's Kentucky. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So don't ever, and I repeat ever, say that about LeBron and Joe Burrow again.
Yeah, that's weird.
And they were like eating that up. I'm like, you guys didn't even like LeBron. You guys probably didn't even watch him.
I don't know. I mean, like, they're two different sports. One is arguably the greatest of his sport ever. The other one is
right.
The other one's like his second year quarterback that's having a good year, but like it's not the same thing.
And I like Joe Burrow, but do not put those two like that. How do you feel about the Joe Burrow Tom Brady comparison?
Hate it.
Me too. I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You can't compare anybody to Tom Brady. I wish everybody would stop doing it until somebody has achieved all of the shit that he's achieved.
No one's going to ever do that.
Broken all the records, put up all the numbers that he has, won all the Super Bowls that he has. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear. You can compare like styles of play and like mechanics and stuff like that. Like, like his form is very similar to Tom Brady. That, sure. That'll give you, because you just look at it and if it looks the same, yeah, okay. But don't sit here and tell me Mac Jones or Joe Burrow is the next Tom Brady, because
it's just so ignorant.
Going to be another Tom Brady. It's like you can't even say, and the same could be true with the LeBron and Michael Jordan argument. Like, yeah, right. LeBron and Jordan are like 1A, 1B. Put whoever you want in those two spots.
Yeah, but you can't do Tom Brady 1A, Joe Burrow 1B.
There's never going to be another Tom Brady. Please stop with the comparisons. Please stop saying, oh, this guy's the next guy. This guy's the next guy. Tom Brady's 44 years old, about to be 45 years old this summer, and he's still playing. He's still on another potential Super Bowl run. If he wins his 8th, yeah, he might be done. I doubt it, to be honest with you. I think he's going to try to go for 10 at this point because he's absolutely psychotic. But don't compare these young guys to him, especially while he's still playing. That's disrespectful.
I think like the closest thing that we could ever get to that right now with the guys playing is Patrick Mahomes, and he's still not even going to be close.
Yeah.
Like that's the closest you can get.
Like Mahomes is putting up the numbers. Mahomes is coming close to
he's going to the Super Bowls. He's doing that. Like
Brady's. Yeah. This very well could be his third Super Bowl in 3 years. That is the only person I would even put under the same zip code as Tom Brady, let alone saying that he's the next guy. Like, there's never going to be another one. Please stop. Because you give me headaches when you do this, people. Please, I'm begging you. It hurts.
Not discrediting anything that Joe Burrow has done because he's awesome.
Not at all. I love Joe Burrow.
Chill out a little.
They're just two completely different quarterbacks. One is all the way over here in terms of being the actual greatest player in this league ever. And the other is just starting. Like, stop.
Just give it some time. Give it some time before you even start with that.
Let it marinate just a little bit before you throw it on the grill. I'm begging you.
Yeah, like, and then the whole, like, is Burrow versus Herbert the next Brady versus Manning? And I'm like, hell no, it's not. No, it's not. There's so many other quarterbacks that are so better.
It's not. It's not. At this point, I would say in terms of, like, teams being good, quarterbacks being good, if there was going to be the next Brady Manning, it would be Allen Mahomes.
Right. That's where we're at.
It would be the Bills and Chiefs fighting. Like, we're going to get a taste of it this weekend, essentially fighting each other to the death to get to that spot. And both of those guys are super young. Both of those teams are super talented and will be for the next
a very long time,
years to come. Like, if there's anything that's going to be even close to what, you know, those Patriots and Colts teams were, and then those Patriots and Broncos teams were towards the end of Peyton's career, it's going to be these two. They're the closest thing, in my opinion.
Right. Like, we just give it some time before you start making that crazy statement.
Yeah,
so since we're talking about those two,
it's just the fact that Brady's still playing and people are doing this.
Right.
Like,
and they're just like, dude, you're done.
I don't know.
This graphic, this one's good. If you had to pick one quarterback to have for the next 10 years, who would you pick? Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes?
I don't like either of them.
You do.
To start.
Right. But if you had to pick one of the two, who are you picking and why? I know who I'm picking. I'm picking Patrick Mahomes. Both are great. Both would be phenomenal. Like, both are great options. Like, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. God, this fucking sucks. I'm going to take Josh Allen. I hate it, but I'm going to take Josh Allen. It's just the thing with Patrick Mahomes is it's like the scrambling.
Is it the family?
Is it the family? It's got a little bit to do with it. Just a little bit. All the scrambling he does, though, like, sometimes I feel like he does it just to, like, put on a show. He doesn't need to do it. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? Then sometimes he gets sacked for, like, a 15-yard loss because he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off in the backfield. And then the sidearm throws, like, yeah, it's great right now. It's cool to watch right now. But as he gets older and, like, as his career progresses, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt him physically. It's going to hurt, I think, his production, because that when you throw sidearm, it messes up a lot of stuff in your shoulder. And if he does it on a consistent basis like he does now as he gets older and older in this league, I'm just worried that it's going to actually cause an injury. And I just think Josh Allen, like, pound for pound, has more power. Like, he's a gunslinger.
He is pretty powerful.
He's nuts. He's insane. He was throwing in 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts that first game against the Patriots, and it was like it didn't even make a difference. It was wild.
Yeah, like, both, like, for me, like, both are just so good. But I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes because I already know he's a proven winner. Like, he can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but he has had a lot of help around him. And I think that's the only reason why I'm not necessarily on his side. I don't think there's a wrong answer here at all.
Right.
I think.
But that's the point of like having a team. You want the best ones out there with the best players.
Yeah. But
So
also, like, you look at,
Mahomes.
Not to go back and make everything about Tom Brady, but it's true.
He had weapons.
No,
That's why he left. That's why he left. He said, I don't have enough, so I got to dip. I got to get Mike Evans. I got to get Antonio Brown. I got to get Chris Godwin. I got to get old-ass Leonard Fournette on the team.
6 Super Bowls with no weapons.
Come on. He had weapons.
Gab, please, look at.
Yes, he did.
He was throwing to Chris Holden, who just got pulled off of the Penn State lacrosse team and winning Super Bowl.
But that's on brand for them.
But that's what I'm trying to say. He doesn't have Brady never up until the last year and a half with Tampa. Brady never had anybody.
He
like
had some
Kelsey.
weapons.
The one year he did, he lost the Super Bowl. The one year he had
weapons.
Nah, guys, please, somebody back me up on this. You look at the list of Brady's receivers throughout his career, like Rashae Caldwell, Kembrell Tompkins. Like, what are we doing? He's had Gronk. He's had Randy Moss, Aaron Hernandez.
Those are like the best of the best at their positions, though.
Yeah, 2. Aaron Hernandez before he went and decided to go kill somebody. Troy Brown at the end of his career. Who else?
He had Antonio Brown, weapon. He had Josh Gordon, weapon.
He had Josh Gordon who couldn't stay off the weed, Gab. He had Josh Gordon for a collective, 6 games.
Still had him. And then he said, I don't have enough here. I need more. So
he was right. His last year with
that's why he won.
His last year with the Patriots, he had N'Keal Harry, Jacoby Myers, Julian Edelman, who was playing with half a body. Who else? Yeah,
but it just goes with what you're saying about Patrick Mahomes. When he had the weapons, he was great. When he didn't, he was okay. But he has them, so you can't blame him for that.
Mahomes has always had weapons.
He should. You should always want weapons.
Brady should have always had weapons too. He shouldn't have had to throw to N'Keal Harry ever, but that's
my God.
That's different. Jermaine Wiggins, who's twice the size of what he was back then. No.
If we're talking about weapons, let's talk about something I said this week that pissed everybody off.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. I'm going to add Juju every single day. And I'm going to say, hey, please come to the Browns. Please come to the Browns. We love you. Come to the Browns. Juju, if you're listening to this podcast, this is my message for you. I know what you said, and I know what I said. I roasted you on the internet for hundreds of thousands of people to see with a video with 8 million views and a bunch of likes and a bunch of comments. I deleted it so you can come to Cleveland.
Wow. You actually deleted it?
I deleted it.
Good
There's some other reasons why I deleted it, but those cannot be said. But, however, I deleted it. I need Juju to come to the Cleveland Browns. That'd be so sick. I would buy a jersey instantly. Now, here's my reasoning.
Browns fans were not happy with you with this one.
Well, because they're like, oh, you're a fake fan if you want a Steeler on the team. I'm like, would you not want TJ Watt on your team? And people were like, no, I hate him. I'm like, well, you're an idiot.
I don't...
You don't even have to say it. It's without...
I don't understand your fan base. I don't understand. Because I would take Stephon Diggs in a heartbeat. He's a Bill. And
but you would want him on your team.
I would take him in a heartbeat. I don't understand. It's I don't know. Go ahead.
You would want him. All I have to say is I just don't see any thing. I get it, the TikTok thing, but I feel like he's fine. I feel like he had his moment. I roasted him. He got trolled. He grew up. He grew past that. And I feel like he's not causing any drama. If you talk to anybody on the Steelers, they're like, oh my God, he's such a great teammate. He's so good in the locker room. He's good for this team. He does all these things. Big Ben loves him. Mike Tomlin loves him. Their city loves him. We're not going to pay Jarvis all that money. Well, we need another slot receiver. Juju, cool, add him in. Browns fans are like, oh my God, well, he's not productive. He didn't fucking play this year. Last year, he had 9 touchdowns. You know how many touchdowns our top receiver had this year?
2.
3. Fucking 3 touchdowns.
That was a total guess. That was
right. Like, come on. We had a tight end that had 4. Like, come on. Cheaper.
I don't understand why.
Productive.
If there's somebody out there that's going to make your team better, who gives a shit where he played beforehand?
Exactly.
It's not like he's going to go out there and throw games whenever, if he becomes a Brown. He's not going to go out there and throw games just against the Steelers just because he was a Steeler at one point. Like, that's not how it works. Like, what the?
Like, I'm sure some Steelers fans would like Myles Garrett, even though he whacked Mason Rudolph in the head.
There's somebody in the comments right now saying that.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would take Myles in a heartbeat. Hell yeah. Anybody would want Myles Garrett on their team.
I just don't understand you. It's not you, obviously, but your fan base, some of them, it makes no sense to me. It's like you want to continue to be bottom of the barrel, mediocre, shitty Cleveland Browns, but when there's things
you can improve.
There's things to help the team. There's things to make the team better. You don't want to do it. You just want to stick to the old ways. You want to say F the Steelers. I don't want anybody that was ever on their team. Like, I saw people make the comparison to like how do you think Steelers fans felt when like Joe Hayden became a Steeler?
They loved it. They were happy. They were happy. They were like, haha, he left Cleveland to come to the Steelers.
Exactly. Wouldn't you think that they would do that instead? They'd be like, aha, he wanted to get the hell out of Pittsburgh. He's coming to the Browns. And not, ew, we don't want him. What the heck?
Right.
I don't get it.
It's just so stupid. Like, there was a tweet, you will love this one. This one was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Someone in like May, when like the Aaron Rodgers rumors were going around saying like he was trying to leave, when he did his little lockout. Someone said, this is exactly what it said. I would rather lose games with Baker than win games with Aaron Rodgers.
Get the hell out of here.
No, you
is that? Fucking wouldn't. No, you would not. Because if you had Aaron Rodgers on the Browns right now, the Browns would be in the playoffs.
And they would have won a game. They would have already won a game.
A break.
And I quoted that thing as soon as I could on Christmas Day and said, Merry fucking Christmas, guys. You got what you wanted.
That's the biggest load of crap I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. That was bad.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, sports Twitter is a crazy place. I saw some Patriots fans today talking about, getting rid of Belichick, saying how Mac Jones had a bad season because he only had one game-winning drive.
God, dramatic.
Only one game-winning drive. That's how we're going to rate how his season was. And this is coming from the person who didn't even want him to begin with.
Well, how many game-winning drives did he need to have, though? Like, that's another question.
Apparently more than one.
Okay. But I mean, like, how many games, like, did you have to have a game-winning drive to win, though? That's, like, probably not that many.
Off the top of my head, there were 4. The first game against Miami where he did orchestrate a game-winning drive. It's not his fault. Damian Harris fumbled the football. The game against Dallas where he put them ahead with 2 minutes left. It's not his fault that the defense fucked up and were the reason that game went into overtime and then ultimately lost. I mean, he's a rookie. I feel like everybody's forgetting that he's a rookie. This is his rookie year, and the fact that he had a rookie year as good as he did is pretty impressive.
Well, better than the other ones.
Remarkable. He broke a lot of rookie records. Like, he had the highest, I believe it was completion percentage ever as a rookie. Like, it's okay. He had one game-winning drive. Get the fuck over it. Who cares?
Yeah. So
I don't know. Anyway, that was last weekend. This weekend's going to be even crazier, I have a feeling.
Real quick, someone in the comments said that person is definitely trolling about the Aaron Rodgers tweet. No, they were not. They were 100% serious. Like, we're not even kidding. Like, that's how bad it gets. They were serious. And it's a disease.
It's bad.
Being a Browns fan is the worst thing that's ever happened to my life, and I didn't even ask for it.
It's bad. I sometimes hate being a sports fan because, like, sometimes I just, that meme where it's like the guy's looking at the dark stuff and he's all sad, and then he's looking out the window and it's all sunshine.
Right, on the little train thing. Yeah.
Sometimes that's how I feel. Like, as a sports fan, I'm the sad person, and then my life without being a sports fan is probably like all happy and great, and I'd have nothing to set me off and make me angry every single day. I feel like that's what my life is like. My life is that meme. But
right. See, I just cannot put my emotions into sports because that would have been a life of hell.
Yeah, it sucks.
At this point,
0 out of 10, don't recommend.
Right, like I just so conditioned to not at this point because I already know what's going to happen. So if you know what's going to happen, it's a little better.
Poor Madison. Everybody told me to become a Browns fan this
summer.
It's the dumbest thing.
It's the dumbest thing that anyone could have ever done to you.
No.
And you know what? We're really sorry. We're really sorry.
Oh, here we go. From Adam Schefter. An apology from Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. I deeply regret the comments I made regarding the officials after the game on Sunday. I was caught up in the emotion of a disappointing loss, and my words were uncalled for and unfair.
Yeah, they were. So congrats for growing up today. But they made you post that probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But
you
were caught up in all the emotion and everything, but you gave a very clear and concise reason as to why fans shouldn't be throwing stuff at the players. But when it came to the referees, it was like, good for them.
Yeah. Like, I get it. I get that you were mad because you sucked. You had a terrible performance, but like Dak speaks. Yeah. At least it wasn't Notes app.
Yeah.
Just a tweet.
I'll give him credit for that. Okay, the Notes app.
Oh my God. Nope. See, terrible. Here we go. Cowboys fans in the comments. No, bro, you were 100% right. It has like 28 likes already in 1 minute. Y'all are sick. You guys are sickos.
So stupid.
Don't apologize. The game was 100% rigged. Please.
What?
All the comments are saying you were right. You were right. Don't apologize. See, now y'all are freaks.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
Whatever. Let's just not.
Of all teams, the historic Dallas Cowboys don't know the rules.
Big surprise there.
I just don't get it.
Okay, let's just move on from Dak and let's talk about teams that are actually playing this week.
Yeah. Should we go through the picks?
Yeah. There's not that many, so here we go.
Yeah, ours are. We're vastly different this week. This is pretty interesting,
right? But I mean, these games are exciting. Finally,
yeah. No, they really are. I think this is gonna be a really good weekend of football. Should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I know that these are not in order of when they're being played.
Just go with it, guys.
I don't really care. We're just gonna go. Okay, so the LA Rams at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In my 25 years of being live, my 21 years of being able to watch and understand professional sports, know that betting against Tom Brady is the wrong thing to do, especially at home, especially in a home playoff game. So for that reason, I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Plus, I think they're getting Leonard Fournette back this week, which is huge for them. And yeah, the Rams scare me in this game. I think that they are really figuring themselves out and on the right track. I'm just not betting against Brady. I'm just not doing it. Niners at Packers.
Wait, do you want me to just go rebuttal to Rams?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good idea. Okay, go.
Yeah. So why I think the Rams are going to win this game. Okay, so if Matthew Stafford doesn't have damn Butterfingers out there and throwing a million picks, the Rams will win this game. I think they just have really great offensive weapons. I like what they're doing. They have Cam Akers back, and I think that they are going to get the job done. Their defense looked crazy good.
Yeah.
Kyler couldn't do anything. He literally couldn't do anything. However, he probably couldn't see over them. And
yeah,
Aaron Donald is scary. I think this is gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a lot of points, but I think the Rams win this like 33-31.
Okay.
Sorry, Tom Brady. Antonio Brown's gonna be tweeting up a storm after this one. That's what I got.
Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be a really a close, high-scoring game too. I'm just gonna take I'm going to take the Bucs. I think if anybody could do it, it's going to be Brady. And if he needs a game-winning drive, that because they're all so very important in this world, I've got faith in Brady to do it because I've seen him do it a million times. So, all right, next NFC game, 49ers at Packers. I mean, the Packers, I think, are just the best team in the playoffs right now. The best team left.
Jimmy G's going to pull a Baker Mayfield in Lambeau and fire off some pick sixes.
Well, that too. I mean, especially if he's got a sprained shoulder, which I think is what they're calling it.
So
Fred Warner's got an ankle sprain, which is he's essentially their quarterback of their defense.
What about that psychopath Nick Bosa?
He's concussed, right?
I don't know. I'm not laughing at his injury. I'm just laughing at the fact that I hate him.
He's a psycho. I believe he's concussed. So
okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're without him this weekend, which, I mean,
sucks for them. Lessens
their chances, in my opinion. Not that I really think they had much to begin with, but yeah, I think the Packers are the all-around better team, so I'm going to take the Packers.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers has a lot
in the NFC Championship. I can't wait.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to I don't know. I think he's really just going to do it all this playoff season. I think he's just going to keep winning.
Yeah. Well,
and I think he has a lot of anger and vengeance, and a lot of things have not been going his way this year. So he is ready to go off.
Him and the missus are on the rocks too, so I hear.
Are they?
I saw.
Who said that? What? No way.
I saw on one of the.
Listen, okay. When did you see this? Where did you see this? Because now I have some theories running through my mind.
Oh, I've got lots of theories. It was on somebody's Instagram story. It was. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I remember who it was.
Okay, so this is what I think about that. So we know about Aaron Rodgers. We know he is anti-family man, and it's playoff time, so it's definitely anti-family man at this point. So he's cutting off all ties in order to make it to the Super Bowl. He's probably doing a sacrifice, like a little family sacrifice. He tried that once, didn't work out, so let's try it again.
Okay, here we go. OK Magazine.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
The pair is seeming to be growing distant over the NFL pros' jealous and controlling behavior.
Are we surprised?
Aaron was grilling her all the time and she felt suffocated, is the quote.
Well, no shit. Have you ever heard that, man?
I'm not surprised in the slightest. In the slightest. But who knows? Maybe that'll affect the way he plays. Maybe he's so torn up about the fact that his relationship might be ending with crazy earthy crunchy make her own I don't know, toothpaste and stuff. What that she doesn't use normal people toothpaste or whatever. So I don't know. Let's see. What the hell happened to you? I can't hear you. Where'd you go? Nope. You muted yourself. I don't know, bro. I got nothing.
No?
There we go. She's back.
Hey, because I just literally sat here and did nothing.
What the hell? That's so strange.
Okay, we're good.
Anyway, what other? Okay, so this one, I'm excited for this game. I think the Bengals can do it.
No. I'm mad about the LeBron thing. So no, it's a no from me. Because when you try to compare yourself to LeBron, nothing good is going to happen to you.
Yeah, that's fair. I just think the Titans coming off a bye, sometimes that bye does more harm than good. And the Bengals offense is just so fun.
It is very fun.
They're so good. The key to this, I think, is how if Derrick Henry plays.
Derrick Henry, 2 touchdowns.
How healthy he is. Because he hasn't been hit in a long ass time.
Yeah, but he's a big ass man. He can take hits.
I know. I know. I'm not worried about him, but I'm just saying, like.
Is he up to playing speed is the thing.
Yeah.
But he's definitely rested. It's definitely going to be the healthiest one out there.
His legs are as fresh as daisies, but I don't know. I mean, this is the one game out of the 4 that whoever wins, like, I'll be happy with, because I like this Titans team too. I love AJ Brown. I think he should have been a Patriot. So, like, watching him succeed kind of furthers my narrative that should have happened, and the Patriots really fucked up in that 2019.
Yeah, he's so good.
Draft when it came to receivers. Not that that's, brand new information to anybody, but I really do. I like both of these teams. So whoever wins, like, I'll be happy with it.
I'm not like hating on the Bengals again, but it's just you try to compare yourself to LeBron. Fuck you. Literally straight up, fuck that. Not cool. Don't ever do that again. Joe Burrow can be king of your jungle, but he's not king of Ohio, so don't ever do that again.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking about that one. But I do think that the Titans will win this game. I think Derrick Henry is going to have a big game. I think he's going to go off, and yeah, but I just don't like this game. I don't like it. I think it's kind of
Really?
Like, compared to the Bills and the Chiefs, like, this game is just like, okay, well, it's like a second tier. Yeah. This is the 1 seed. I'm like, but the Bills Chiefs game seems like a championship game. And now, like, do I really want to watch the Chiefs or Bills play the Titans? No, I don't want to watch that. Do I want to see them play the Bengals? Yeah, probably a little bit more, but still, I'd rather watch them play again than the other ones.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think they're still really good teams. I don't think it's going to be as exciting or explosive as, the Bills-Chiefs game, but I still think it's fun. I mean, the Bengals are extremely young. They're really, we had our rankings of the teams that are left in the playoffs, and FanDuel put them at 8 out of 8. Like, nobody really believes in them to go farther than they have so far. So that makes it fun. Everybody needs a Cinderella, an underdog, and if that's going to be them, I'm sure they love it and can very easily, manifest that, put that on their backs, and say, yeah, all right, we'll be the underdogs if we have to, not put on the fucking dog masks like the Eagles did that year. But I don't know. But this next game. Oh, Buffalo Bills fans, if you lose, I don't want to hear a darn thing about, well, at least we still beat the Patriots. Because, okay, you both are playing golf now, so what does it matter? But I just think the Chiefs are, after watching that game the other night, I know it was just the Steelers, but like I said earlier, you had Travis Kelce throwing touchdowns. You had fat linemen catching touchdowns.
That was sick.
Tyreek Hill was running back and forth in the backfield before he caught one, and like nobody could do anything about it. Like they're just on that overdrive mode that they get into this time of year. And I think the Bills are a really good team. I said that before. I think this is going to be a really good game. Another high scoring game like the Bucs and Rams game. I just think the Chiefs are more equipped to do it. And it's a home game.
It is a home game, and Arrowhead is crazy. They did play there already this year.
Yeah. Arrowhead playoff atmosphere like that. Patriots AFC Championship game there. It was loud.
But I feel like they're used to loud games too.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Bills fans are too. Like I've never been to a game in Buffalo, but it seems like an electric place. But Arrowhead's known for being like the loudest in the league for a long, long, long time. And I think I don't feel comfortable picking against the home team in this one. That's all.
I'm picking the Bills till I can't pick them anymore. So if that means picking them now and can't pick them next week or picking them in the Super Bowl, that's what I'm going with.
Man, if they make it to the Super Bowl, oh,
I'd be so sick. What if they made it and lost again? I would be so sad for them. I'd be so sad.
Not me.
That would be.
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. I love everything about it, especially that one guy that said going 0-4 is better than the Pats record in the Super Bowl. Oh
yeah.
God. If it was 0-5, oh my goodness.
Stephon Diggs 2 touchdowns to spite me this week.
Yeah, probably.
It's gonna happen. It's really gonna happen.
No, it is.
I feel like
just do it again.
I feel like we've been hyping up this game to be like so electric and high scoring, and it'll probably end like 17 to like 13.
Could you imagine? I'd be so pissed, especially with the way this last weekend went, with how disappointing the majority of these games were.
I need it to be like 40s both teams.
Yeah. I have a feeling it will be. I mean,
I hope so.
Both of these defenses are good, but I think both of the offenses are just so much better that it's just going to be like
a fun time.
Big scoring party, essentially. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I also wouldn't hate it if it was like a Garoppolo Brady NFC Championship game.
Ugh, yuck. I would hate it.
That'd be great.
No, I would hate it.
Just so Tommy can go out there and beat the brakes off of him, and everybody can finally shut the F up about if the Patriots made the right decision trading Jimmy and keeping Brady for longer. Like, obviously, first of all, they did.
Yeah, they did.
But that narrative's still going around here. You'd be surprised how much that's still a talking point.
See, I would love an Aaron Rodgers. I don't want this to happen, but it would be sick. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers win. I know you don't like that one.
If it ended up being a Packers-Bills Super Bowl, I don't think I would watch.
Oh, that would be so fun.
I don't think I would.
I think that would be like the most fun matchup. I think.
I would want nothing to do with that.
Oh my God.
Teams, I want no part of it.
I want that to happen more than anything. Or Odell Super Bowl ring. I would like that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I got. That's all I got.
Yeah. I don't know. We're just on the FU Buffalo train this weekend over here.
I feel it.
I just don't want.
I was on the FU Kyrie train yesterday, so I get it.
I don't want to deal. What else? Is that it?
That's all I got.
Oh, the scores bot that's in the chat. The Bruins are losing 5-1 after the first period. That's nice.
Woo.
That's sickening.
Woohoo.
All right. Well, that kind of ruined my night. Anyway, on that note, I think we're pretty much done. This is more like just a football centric show. I know basketball and hockey are in their big swing of things right now, but like it's NFL.
We got playoffs.
That trumps everything.
The playoffs.
Don't care.
One message I have for you guys before you go. If you are listening to this show, I need you to vote Darius Garland and Jared Allen for NBA All-Star. It's in Cleveland. We need them. We need them to make it.
When is the All-Star game?
I don't know the exact date. It's like the second week of February, the week after the Super Bowl, whenever that week is.
So like Valentine's Day-ish?
Yeah.
Or
like that.
No. The Super Bowl is the 13th. The Super Bowl being pushed back a week throws me off so much.
So it's 14th is on a Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that week, All-Star. So.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe we can Madison coming in clutch. February 20th.
February 20th. That's it. Go Cavs.
Let's see if my little Celtics boys can make it in there. They're starting to pick it back up. We'll see. On that note, we're done here. Happy to be back. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is probably one of the more lively chats we've had in a long time.
It's really good.
I'd like to take full credit for that by making everybody angry that I said Tom Brady has had no weapons. So thank you guys. You're all still wrong, but thank you anyway.
Yeah, thanks guys. Hope you had so much fun.
We'll be back next week. This is gonna be next week is my last show in this apartment, so we gotta make it a good one. Go out with a bang.
We'll send it off.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys
later.